Tonight, we report on a man being shot near Moses Lake on Friday and what triggered a chase through Ephrata and Soap Lake. What's going on in sports, Bob?
The opening of the high school spring sports season got underway this weekend. Stick around to see how local teams performed. Let's take a look at our Weather Center forecast.
And coming up here in the weather department, we're watching a little bit of a cooling trend towards the middle latter portion of the work week, but then a nice warm up as we start the weekend. Maybe a few sprinkles on Wednesday.
I'm Alan Troop. Stay tuned for all of this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
An argument ended with a man shot in the abdomen at a home north of Moses Lake late Friday night. Grant County Sheriff's deputies and Moses Lake Police responded to a report of a shooting at a residence in the 4000 block of Airway Drive Northeast. Officers found the victim on the floor of the home and the suspected shooter still at the scene. According to the Sheriff's Office, the victim was taken to Samaritan Hospital before being transferred to Sacred Heart Medical Center in Spokane. The Sheriff's Office stated no arrests have yet been made. Both the victim and the shooting suspect's names have not been released pending further investigation. At this time, deputies do not believe this was a gang-related shooting. A partially built commercial structure was destroyed Friday afternoon by high wind gusts off Soap Lake. No one was hurt in the collapse. Building owner Greg Babbitt was across the street when the structure fell on the construction site at the corner of Daisy Street and 2nd Avenue Northeast. He said he was pretty upset about the structure collapsing after working on it for nearly 7 months. Soap Lake Fire Chief Brandon Hood asked him to raise the building remains for public safety, and he agreed. The 3,600 square foot building was intended to be leased to small retailers, but no leases had been secured. It was the latest commercial building being erected in Soap Lake. It was 2 weeks away from getting a paved parking lot and front windows. A search for Juan Silva's twin brother reportedly triggered a police chase through Ephrata and Soap Lake. Silva, a 21-year-old man, is facing charges in Grant County Superior Court of attempting to elude police and obstructing a law enforcement officer. Juan and Alfredo Silva have been charged in several crimes during the past few years, including an assault on 2 Ephrata police officers in 2012. Police were searching for Alfredo Silva in relation to a robbery at the Ephrata Walmart. Alfredo Silva is accused of shoplifting and threatening the assistant manager when he tried to stop him. When police thought they were stopping Alfredo Silva, it was his brother Juan driving a blue Ford Explorer. He led police on a chase through Soap Lake and back to Ephrata with speeds reaching 100 miles per hour. The chase ended when Silva reportedly hit a concrete retaining wall in the 200 block of 6th Avenue. Juan Silva reportedly pushed a 21-year-old Soap Lake woman out of the Explorer and left a male passenger in the back seat as he ran on foot from the scene. An officer reportedly shot Silva with a taser and took him into custody. After 7 flashbang grenades and a full house of tear gas, police found their suspect hiding in a clothes dryer after a standoff. The Grant County Sheriff's Office gang unit and the Moses Lake Tactical Response Team spent hours outside a home in the Harvest Manor Estates trailer park on Airway Drive early Friday morning. Deputies attempted to arrest Sergio Herrera Giron, a 23-year-old Moses Lake man, at his mother's home on a warrant for failure to appear on charges of delivering drugs. Giron reportedly hid in the home for several hours as officers negotiated and later threw 7 flashbang grenades inside and filled the mobile home with tear gas. Giron was allegedly hiding inside a clothes dryer and refused to comply with officers. He was shot with a rubber round to take him into custody. Giron was treated by an ambulance for a hand injury outside the home before being booked into the Grant County Jail. Now let's take a look at people with warrants issued by the State Department of Corrections.
Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the Department of Corrections asks that you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m.
We will be back after this.